Good morning, to everyone, and to everyone a good day. How are you? It's Friday today, TGIF, huh? It's Friday, the 9th of February, 2024. I am known as, well, they call me Uncle Bruce. My viewers gave me that handle. I don't call myself that as far as I never called myself Uncle Bruce. The viewers of this channel gave me that handle. They noticed that I like eating bagels from time to time, and so the bagel thing is just kind of taken off, and it's all because of the viewers. I'm good with it. It's okay. I love it. Welcome to my channel called Stock Markets with Bruce. Original name, huh? Millions in marketing spent to figure that one out. Nice to have you here. It's option expiry day today. Options expire today. Every Friday they expire. So there'll be some volatility. There'll be shenanigans. We'll be watching some stocks go stupid, I'm sure. You'll see it, and you'll then realize, oh, I know why. I watch Uncle Bruce. And on that channel of his, they talk about stock options a lot. And the philosophy of the market is a big one, along with, fundamentals and technicals and all kinds of stuff. But option expiry day can be a fun time. A lot of desperados come to the fore on Fridays when options expire, especially the third Friday of every month. Now, this is the second Friday of February. Next Friday, watch out. We will have all kinds of fun. Anyway, we'll worry about that later. In the pre-market, we're up 42 points on the Dow Jones, and we're up 8 points on the S&P 500, and we're up 44 points on NASDAQ. So it's green to start. The Dow's up 1/10 of a point, S&P is up 0.16, and NASDAQ is up 1/4 of a percentage point. That's so far leaning green. Okay. On oil, we're up $3.79 a barrel to $76.07. I mentioned yesterday briefly that Brent crude, that's the price of oil in Europe, hit 80 yesterday at one point. 76.06 here, Texas. There is no shortage of oil, by the way. Oil isn't up because there's a shortage. Oil is up because some investors looking forward 3 months, a year from now, are asking themselves and are wondering out loud, stability of supply of oil through shipping channels around the world where things are dicey. Are we going to be okay? And will oil arrive to refineries as scheduled, on time, and in volumes required? That's what is speculating or running the market right now. Speculators are trying to rev it up to try to get people worried that, oh, the Red Sea is blowing up. Oh, we're going to have a war between Iran and America. Oh, the Gaza thing is a mess. Oh, that's what you got. In the meantime, you got the Russians who are putting oil tankers of all kinds of sizes. And we're not talking like super tankers, the ones that you could see from satellites in orbit without much of a zoom. We're talking small tankers, mid-sized tankers. Hundreds of these things are all over the place, shipping oil illegally to buyers who are illegally buying it from the Russians and compensating the cost of energy to their constituents, whether it's their countries or whatever, at greatly discounted prices. Russia is happy to sell oil that's trading at $76 a barrel in Texas. You can buy Russian oil $50 a barrel. How much do you want? Where would you like it? Oil is being delivered to you wherever you'd like to have it. Maybe not in the United States, not in Canada. Okay. Not necessarily in Denmark. I get it. But, there's places we can make arrangements and do C2C transfers where one ship pulls up beside another ship. They tie into each other. They're now one floating unit. And then they have pipes going from one to the other and transferring oil from the illegal ship to a legal ship and turning oil into a legal commodity. And everyone makes a couple of bucks. I mean, we're friends. Hey, come on, let's make a few bucks together. I'll flog oil to you at 50. You flog it to someone else at 60. It's all good. It's trading at 76 in the open market. Screw the Americans. Let's make a couple of bucks. Nothing personal. It's just business. And how much oil would you like? North Korea has no trouble getting oil in there. China is buying up oodles of oil illegally, and other countries are in on it too. And of course, these are the countries that criticize the Western-based countries for being imperialists and greedy bastards. And yeah, okay, great. How many people are in jail in China who have not had a trial yet, who aren't going to get a trial for years because they're going to be held in cages because they think it's a good idea that mankind kind of does what they want? Well, we can't have that in this country. You do what we say. You think what we want you to think. Otherwise, we'll put you in a holding tank and you think about what you're thinking about. And we'll get around to you later. Love it. Love those kids. China, yeah. Why American top business leaders want to deal with these bastards, I don't know. But they do. And it really is a shame that on the one hand, we're so virtuous. And on the other hand, we're so devious and we're so bad. And we can only blame ourselves. Look in the mirror. It's all about the buck. And that's the bottom line. Also, let's talk about money. All right, let's talk money. You're here to make money. I'm here to help you make money. I am not telling you to go out and buy cheap Russian oil and flog it on the black market. No, you don't need to play that game. You don't need to buy an oil tanker and find a Russian oil tanker in the Black Sea somewhere or in the Pacific Ocean or wherever and transfer oil and then try to sell it to somebody else. Not that complicated. It would be a lot easier for you folks to relax at home, relax in a comfortable surrounding of your choosing. How about that? You choose where you want to be to make money in this world. And whether you are on a permanent holiday, like some new people, like a lot of new videos coming out on YouTube about slow travel. I love these videos. This is where people are in their 40s and 50s and they took an early exit from a company. They took a buyout. They said, yeah, you want to lay off people and you're offering me 6 months salary, a year's salary to get lost? I'll take that deal. I'm out of here. I don't want to be with a losing company that's losing its people. You guys are losing in a hurry. I'm out of here now. Give me the money. I'll walk. These folks are working remotely because they're finding remote work. They're digital nomads, and they've decided to travel slowly. So rather than go for a visa and try to go into a country legally for 5 years or whatever, they're going, no, we're going to go to France for 2 months. And then we're going to go to Switzerland for a month or two. And then we're going to go to the UK for a month or two. We're just going to rent a place, a fully furnished apartment in a neighborhood. And, Europe, you don't need a car. I mean, for most of Europe, you don't need a car. So, they're going to live in areas that are near grocery stores and entertainment and subway lines and travel for several years and work remotely. And then come back home and visit family and friends and then take off again. And some are in Asia, some are in Australia, some are heading to South America, some are heading to places they've always wanted to go to. Fabulous. Now, those of you who want to be in an RV full time, I say God bless you. Get your RV going and start trading your account with one of these or your laptop or whatever, wherever you want. Like I said, you can make money wherever you want to make money. If you're following this channel, you're not locked into a cubicle or to some office somewhere. Many of you are too young to know that for about 5 years, there was a phenomenon that took over the investing world that came and went. They haven't even made a movie about it. I don't think there's a movie ever made about this phenomenon that really dominated the talk about markets. We are still dealing, though, with the after effects of this phenomenon to this very day. And some of you actually mentioned it to me on the air. You tell me that, I just got a notification from my broker. What am I talking about? Day trading. The term day trader there was no such thing as a retail investor day trader until about the late 90s, early 2000s. We had internet become very popular in the early 90s and mid 90s. By the time high speed or higher speed internet was available through cable, that's when we began to notice in strip malls across the United States. This is definitely an American phenomenon. Strip malls across the United States you started to see storefronts, and they were basically investment houses. And you, as an individual, could go into one of these places, and you could rent a cubicle. And in your cubicle, you'd have a chair, bring your own or use theirs, whatever. And there would be a desk, and in front of you would be a number of computer screens, not flat screens like we have now, the old TV style computer screen. And there'd be several of them, and you could trade stocks through those machines, because you had a trader's terminal. You had one of these keyboards in front of you that traders have, professional pro traders, and you could buy and sell stock through the firm that rented that spot, and you would pay a flat rate per day to be there, and or a percentage of your account, and you would be able to trade with very low commissions, like maybe $1 a trade or $5 a trade. And there were folks who had $250,000 in their IRAs and what have you, and they would open up an account with this brokerage company, get their own cubicle, get all the research the company had available to them at that time, and then you would pick your day trading stock, let's say, that you wanted to play with. The options market was just coming on at that point, but it was really about trading stocks and using margin. These firms are offering higher margin availability to create turnover, because again, you are renting space from a bookie. You're just increasing the activity of the bookie. This is a phenomenon that was lasted 4 or 5 years and wiped out thousands of people with their money, because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. These are the days where stockbrokers were being weaned out, guys like me. They were being let go as firms decided, let's go this way. Let's get rid of the stockbroker that we have to pay a percentage of the commission to, the one that gives all the advice. And let's replace that stockbroker with the stockbroker's cubicle and build a bunch of them and put the clients in the cubicle themselves and let them trade their own stock without the broker. This is brilliant. We just got rid of a whole bunch of old farts like Bruce, who complain about the coffee and don't like the ink that's in the press, the printing machine over there, and they have a headache today, they can't come in, and whatever the excuse was of these brokers. Let's get rid of these losers and just put the customer right in the broker's desk and let them be their own stockbroker. The prelude of what's happening now, unbelievable. I had no idea that the future would evolve from that to ultimately what we have right here. So I say to you, wherever you want to be, you can now be. Your cubicle is this. Your trading cubicle is this. And you don't have to pay anything for it. You can be a client of Tasty Trade or Fidelity or whoever you want to be, Webull or whatever, for virtually nothing. And they'll even give you some gifts if you sign up, of course. They'll bribe you to come in, whatever you want. And you can trade for virtually no commissions on many, many entities. The cost today to be a retail broker are the lowest in history as far as an individual trade is concerned. And of course, you could buy a third of a share of Apple if you want. You got $60, $80. You can buy a piece of Apple or Nvidia and whatever you want to do. But those of you who are here, you're writing options now. You've learned how to write options, or you're learning how to write options with your friend Uncle Bruce, the old broker who used to hold your hand every day, who would proactively contact you every day or every week or whenever, and would say, hey, why don't we get together for lunch and have a chat about your portfolio, and let's talk about your children that are growing up, and let's set up an education trust fund, or let's set up your retirement fund, or understand your mother was ill and your dad has been sick lately and you have to take over the familial duties and power of attorneys, and I know a lawyer that I can refer you to that can help you with it. I mean, this is what we did. We were full-blown financial organizers and planners, and we had the contacts to help you, but we got eliminated because we cost too much. Investment houses were looking at us going, these bastards, God, they're making $250,000 a year, 200,000 a year, 400,000 a year, 100,000 a year, whatever. The rookies, we got to train them for years to get them up to the level this guy's at. It's going to cost us hundreds of thousands to create another Bruce. Forget it. Let's just bring the client in and let them play the market all they want. That's all we want. That's all we want, is what the investment houses were saying. We just want the action. We don't want the responsibility, and we don't want the cost. We just want the action. You go figure out what you want to do and then just contact us. Like the betting houses for the NFL now, and the NBA and NHL and Major League Baseball. These sports leagues have now become the biggest promoters of gambling firms, FanDuel and anyone else, ever. It's all legal now. And so it's all legit. And the sports betting business is taking over the leagues. And gosh darn it, when you know it, the Super Bowl is being held in Las Vegas that has its own NFL football team. What? From the 80s to now? Unthinkable. But there you go. Like I said, you can make money from wherever you want in this planet. And you want to do it in your house? Great. You want to do it when you're sitting on the bathroom toilet and having a long one? Knock yourself out. You've set up your bathroom with a TV and a system where you can hold up your phone, and whatever works for you. I mean, wherever you got to go, you got to go. But look, if you can travel the world, you can travel the world with your money right inside one of these, and you can write options from wherever you are. The trick is, there's one catch, one little tiny little catch about making money in the stock market. You really should know what you're doing. It's kind of one of those little things. It's kind of like, you're an enthusiast about cars. You love cars, okay? And you want to rebuild the engine in a Ford Mustang that you bought, 10 years ago. You want to rebuild the engine. There's only one little catch about doing all that. The desire is there. You have the money to get the parts and all that. That's all there. You got the garage and the tools to do it all. It's all there. There's one thing missing that just holds you back from rebuilding that Ford engine in that Mustang. You don't know what you're doing. And so you grab a pair of pliers and a wrench. You start taking parts off. And you screw it up. In the option writing business, it would really help if you knew what the hell you were doing. It just goes a long way. And the good news is, even though the options market is as complicated as brain surgery and repairing Formula One racing cars, there's a specialty. It's that complicated. It is that deep. It is that wide. It is that advanced. You don't need to be a brain surgeon level person to make an absolute fortune in the option market. That's the secret right there, and that's the good news. And many of you have figured it out. Many of you around here have gone, he's absolutely right, because I was an idiot going in. I'm still an idiot, and yet this idiot makes money. Because here's the good news, kids. 90% of all the people playing the option market don't know jack squat about options. They just don't. They know how to enter an order. They know how to buy and sell a contract, but they don't understand the nuances, the psychology, and the physical transformation that options go through as they age and become near expiry. It's been this way since the 70s, the 80s, when options really were introduced and became more of the norm. And now that everything is do-it-yourself, my God, can you make money? And this is why when the SEC tries to propose rule changes with disclosure rules or more warnings to retail investors, the brokerage firms put up a huge fight with the SEC. They don't want any regulation anywhere that will interfere with the action. And the SEC effectively shut down all the day trading firms that were out there at one time. There were at one time in the 2000s thousands of these day trading houses in strip malls all over the United States of America. Again, many of you are too young to have been around as an adult to remember. You were probably, under 15 or under 12, and you had no interest in any of this stuff. But some of your parents and maybe some of your grandparents and or friends of them were day traders for a year or two or three at some of these firms, and they were advertising on television to come on in here and take control of your market, trade yourself. We'll give you all the tools you need, all the research you need. And then they'd have the actors. I took over control of my account. I made 25% last year. I mean, it was all this crap. It was incredible. The SEC shut that all down because so many people got their brains blown out. They lost everything. There were suicides, lawsuits. I lost $150,000 because those guys told me to do this and that, and on it went. They all got shut down. But the do-it-yourself investing game came back. Soon it came back with this unlimited trading for $9.99 a month, or $9.99 a trade, $4.99 a trade, $1.99 a trade. Various levels of investing with E-Trade and Fidelity and all these ads that came up with babies in diapers talking about trading and stuff. And now it's this. It's down to this. And this is global now. This is not America only, or America and Canada only, or North America and Europe only. This now is third world country as well. We're talking every country in the world is slowly but surely coming into this right here. And they're coming to trade options because these folks don't have $100,000. There are maybe, 500 very wealthy people in a third world country, and the rest are dirt poor. It's those people I'm talking about. I'm not talking about you trying to compete against some oligarch or a billionaire with a yacht in the Mediterranean. They already have their money with hedge fund managers in Europe and everywhere else. Luxembourg, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, the Channel Islands, Singapore, Dubai. Hey, those with money are already looked after. I am talking about the 5 billion people on this planet who have between $100 and $100,000, many of which less than $5,000, are coming into this, and they're coming into the market because they're going to be promoted. They're going to be targeted by investment banking firms with platform trading accounts, platforms like this, apps. And these folks are going to sign up for this stuff, and they're going to trade commission-free through connections to the floor, and they're going to be buying and selling options. And this is where you are going to take money out of the market. $30,000 a month. Once you get your act together, you're going to make $30,000 a month, and then you'll make more. I know you'll make more. You won't stop at 30. It's okay. Because to do 100 contracts at a time is one trade. To do 150 contracts at a time is just take a 0 out, put a 5 in there, and it's the same trade. To write 800 contracts at a time, to write 150 contracts at a time on 10 different stocks at the same time, 1,500 contracts in play. You'll make more than $30,000 a month. You're going to make more than $50,000. Some of you'll make more than 100 because you're young, you're aggressive, and this is your life. This is what you want to be. Some of you here will reach a level where you'll go, as soon as we hit 30,000 this month, I can take the rest of the month off and just relax because we're good. I want to see the museum. I want to go on a trip with my wife here. We want to travel business class to Singapore. We want to do blah 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 blah. Great. Welcome to the party, Poe. This is what is awaiting you if you wish to investigate how to do it, and that is why I'm here with my 17 classes at the moment, 17 and counting classes that you can go check out anytime you want on my website. And you too will figure out, go over here, stockmarkerswithbruce.ca. You'll figure out what many have already figured out on this channel, that oh, Jesus, I didn't know I could do this. I didn't know I could write an option like the banks can. I didn't know I could do what Elon Musk's advisors do for him. I didn't know that Jeff Bezos's friends, who connections and these hedge funds that he throws money at, they're all doing that. The guys that are flying into Vegas right now in private jets, many of them are investing in hedge funds that do option writing as a specialty or as part of their services, as part of their game plan. They're into IPOs, they're into corporate finance, they're into the behind the deals, they're into derivatives trading, they're into blah, 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 blah. But a lot of it is option trading. I didn't know I could do it. I thought I had to be a millionaire. I thought I had to have at least $1 million and then beg a hedge fund to let me put $1 million in there because they won't even accept my money. No. You can do it yourself with one option contract, 2 option contracts at a time if you want, 5, 17, whatever number you're capable of. Once you get into it, you'll realize, holy crap, this thing huge. I can write till the cows come home. But you'll also figure out as you do more of this, there are places you pick your spots and places you stay away from. And it's nothing personal, but there are certain markets or stocks you don't bother writing options on. You pick your area where you can fight and where you can win, and you just exploit the crap out of it. It's as simple as that. It's a formula. Bill Belichick and the New England Patriots had a formula. Worked for like a decade. You got a good quarterback, got good receivers, a couple running backs, good defense, and you keep replacing these people, but you keep that same formula going, and you win Super Bowls. This is happening now in Kansas City. This has happened with the Yankees through their 50s and 60s. They won World Series. There's a formula. You don't go out of the formula. With option writing, you find what works, what you like, what you are comfy doing, and you stick with it. And you grow your portfolio, you grow your wealth, you grow your cash flow. And if you're just adding wealth and value to your IRA or your 401k, that will be your retirement fund eventually, great. You've got money on the outside, great. You built your 401k up to, from 40 grand to 140 grand, and now you're borrowing 40 grand from your 401k on a 3-year loan to pay off all your credit cards in one shot, or you're borrowing 50, 60 grand out of there to trade it outside the 401k so you can live off of that and quit your day job. In other words, you're using retirement money to put into your hands in your own trading accounts to trade and have access to that cash to not work anymore. Like, hello, talk about using retirement to quit your day job. Where the hell did that come from? Yeah, that's right. That's what's happening out there. Taking over control of your money and your assets. I read a headline this morning. I don't know if any of you saw it. It had to do with one of the big firms in New York. I've already forgotten the name of the firm. I didn't write this down. It had to do with fraud that had been perpetrated for years by an asset manager at a major brokerage firm in New York, one of the big investment bankers, against elderly clients. And they were ripping off and somehow convincing elderly clients, or somehow they had the ability to invest some of their dollars into pie-in-the-sky movie deals and other crazy investments that these folks were getting a kickback on under the table. And they were exploiting the trust of elderly grandmas and grandpas, their dough, and they would siphon off so much every year or every quarter into certain investments that nobody was looking at because the investment advisor is taking care of the account. We make 5-7% a year. They make 3% a year, 4% a year on the money, and grandma's looked after. And then one day, the whole thing got discovered, and it all blew up. And the individual, they found out, had stolen millions and millions of dollars from people and put them into investments that never a grandparent would never put money into for any reason. And the lawsuits came out, and and jail time for the individual, and on and on and on and heartache and everything else. I'm not suggesting that your money with investment bankers is a place where you're going to get ripped off. No. But I am suggesting that any money you have being managed for you, you are paying a fee for that service. There's no question about it. Now, the fees vary depending on where you are with your money, who you're using, and how your money is being utilized. And I usually just use a flat 2% fee as a guide. So if you've got $100,000 in an IRA, and 2% is being charged to that IRA as a fee, but they make 7% and they take 2 off the top and you make 5. You don't see the 2%. You don't feel it. You don't have to write a check for the 2%. They take 1/12 of that every month out of your account as an admin fee, and it doesn't look like a lot of money because it's just 1/12 of 2%. But you add it up and you go, oh my God, it's $2,000 a year on a $100,000 account. You have an account with a firm like that for 15 years, you've paid $30,000 in fees. Now, that's if the account stays at $100,000 in value. If they're adding 5% net to that account, it's not a great return, but it's at least something. After 5-10 years, it's 150 grand, it's $200,000. 2% of $200,000 is $4,000. Now you do the math and go, no, I didn't pay $30,000 in fees for 15 years. I paid $55,000 in fees for 15 years. And I got substandard returns on it because there isn't enough in there for me to retire on. The plan was put money in every year to grow it and have it grow itself so that I could retire at age 55, 60. At age 55, 60, you're looking at the account and going, there's only 350,000 in here. There's supposed to be 3 million in here. How am I going to retire? That's right. The awakening has been happening now for a decade with Americans and Canadians. The great awakening that they lied to me or they over-exaggerated how great they would do for me. And I didn't know anything about consolidation of markets, taking half of the value of my account away in 3 months. And then there was the COVID nightmare and the financial crisis nightmare and whatever the next one is. So, okay. If you take over control of your own money, then you can only blame yourself, but you can also pat yourself on the back for a job well done. And you have a 2% head start on anybody else. So all your relatives who have money tied up with wealth management accounts or whatever they're doing, they're 2% in the hole right off the get-go against you. You got a 2% head start on these guys. Plus, now you've started taking my classes. You've been hanging out here, and you're beginning to understand how option writing works. Your relatives don't even know what an option is, except it's a scary investment where you could lose all your money. That's what they've been told, and that's what they heard, and that's where you're at. Welcome to the party, pal. I'm so excited for so many of you here who have really taken over your futures. All right, we're up 67 on the Dow. We're up 13 on S&P. We're up 62 on NASDAQ. Crude is up $4 a barrel today. We'll watch that. SOFI, $8.20 a share right now, up 12 cents. It barely broke $8 yesterday in the afternoon. Then we got through it, got up to $8.14 yesterday, closed at $8.08. We're at $8.19, $8.20 this morning on about 1 million shares so far. We opened in 25 minutes for the session. Over on Rocket Lab, we're at 434, it looks like, 435. 45,000 traded. There's nothing for sale here. Any kind of a buy wave will run this now to 450, 460. We're going to go a lot higher than this. On last night, I made a video about Spire, the satellite data handling company. It's hard to explain that company, but nonetheless, Spire. They did a very interesting transaction. Their shares have been in this $5-6 level. Let me show you a little thingy here. Let me see if I can pop this up for you. Here we go. This is a 3-month chart on Spire. And 3 months ago, back in, if you look at the, here's my finger here. See 730, go up above that. November 23, see that? That's where the shares were. In November, they were in that 5 or 475 neighborhood. Tax loss selling season right to the latter part of December. Shares didn't do anything, and then after December 23rd, they moved up. They hit in January $8 for a moment, backed off into the 7s, $6.70, $6.80, $7 level, and then yesterday had a nice little spike up there. I believe we can show you. I can show you this chart here. This is a 5-day chart, and that's last Friday, and there's the stock at 7, and on the far right at the very top, yesterday we hit a high of 832 during the day, and closed at 8:15 last night. The company only traded yesterday 200,000 shares for the whole day, because there are only 1/8 the number of shares available to trade like before. There used to be 166 million shares able to trade. There's now only 20,800,000 able to trade. August 30th last summer, they did an 8-for-1 rollback to get the share price high enough to maintain listing standards, because their stock was under $1. So they solved that problem. They created another problem. And the problem you create when you do a rollback is you decrease volume of shares that can be trading. And so yesterday, even on an up day, 80-cent move, only 200,000 shares traded. But last night after the bell, the company made a very positive corporate announcement. They did this. They announced that they had raised $10 million at $12 a share by selling 833,333 shares to a company called Single Ocean. Single Ocean is a partner of theirs, a business partner, that wants in on this company's action, and they made a strategic investment of $10 million at $12 a share. Even though the shares are trading at 8 something a share, they stepped in and bought stock at 12. And so there you go. Interesting little thingy there. What can I say? So look, for the company, it's good news. For the shareholders, it's good news. Look, shareholders of Spire, the company has 10 million more cash in the bank. They're about to go positive on cash flow. They're about to start earning money now. They've reached that point of profitability, just like a SOFI, but they're not as big as SOFI. But you know what? The stock trading at $7-8 a share, they were able to flog $10 million worth of stock out of their treasury at 12, 50% higher than where they're trading at. That's a vote of confidence. That's serious. On top of that, there was a buy recommendation reaffirmed yesterday by Canaccord Genuity Securities. The analyst at Canaccord has already had a buy rating on this stock, $26 price target they put on the stock. Now, these lofty numbers sound great, don't they? $26 a share. Oh, sounds great. $12 a share. Oh, wow. Remember, you got to divide those numbers by 8 to put it in perspective. Okay, this was a SPAC. It's one of the 8 SPACs I liked. Still like the company. I don't like the stock where it is, but I like the company. But at $12 a share, that is $1.50 old pre-split price. And at $26 a share, target price by the analyst, that's $3.25 a share of a $10 SPAC. So you can see where we are, where we were, where it could be headed. There's a long way to go. I will admit this, and you have to believe me on this one. The management of Spire, kudos to those guys. Kudos. You pulled off a $10 million private placement at $12 a share. Your stock's a dog at $7-8. I mean, it's just a piece of crap down there. This is a pretty serious move. They now have 80 million cash in the bank. They're about to turn a profit this year. Management is going to be there a long time, but they're obviously as motivated as anyone to get the stock price up. They want the stock price higher. I can't blame these guys. It's what they want. It's obvious. This move doesn't hurt. Will it take the stock to $12 first thing this morning? No. Why not? Because these 833,000 shares are not in the open market for trading. These are held by this corporation for a long-term hold. They just bought 4% of the company. That's all they did. It wasn't a 25% buy-in. It was just 4% for $10 million. But you multiply 4% times 25 times, you come up with 100%. This company has been valued by Signal Ocean at $250 million. That's what they're valuing the company at by buying 4% for $10 million. That's a $250 million value they're putting on the company, and they want in at 250. This isn't like the maximum value of the company. This is the price they're comfortable getting into the company at, 250 market cap. The stock yesterday, day before yesterday, was 145 million market cap, according to the share price multiplied by how many shares are outstanding. So this is definitely a check mark in legitimate valuation of this corporation. If the analyst is right at $26 a share, essentially triple where it's trading at now, we're talking about a $550 million market cap. So these guys at Signal Ocean are geniuses. They're putting up 10 million for a company that this analyst thinks is worth 550 million. Their 250 buy-in value at 550, they'll have more than doubled their value of their investment. That's what they're thinking. Why would someone put $10 million cash into the treasury of Spire at $12 a share? Well, they're thinking it's worth more than 500 million going forward. That's why they're doing it. It's a $22 million value by that point in time. Now, are they going to sell in 6 weeks, a year? No. They're business partners. They're going to be in business with each other for years. It's possible that maybe Signal will buy more stock of this company going forward. Maybe at 15 a share, 20 a share. I don't know. Would it be possible that in 3 years, Signal comes out and says, we'll do a takeover offer. We'll take you out at $50 a share. You want to sell out? I don't know. It's possible. They're paying 12 now on a stock that barely trades and has been just decimated from, the early SPAC days when the SEC crushed every SPAC out there. Okay, that's my take on that. I'm just saying. You can't write options on this thing. All you can do on Spire is buy the stock. That's all you can do. If you're interested in it, you buy the stock, put it away, and see if it does something. Maybe it'll triple in value. Maybe it'll go to 24, and you'll triple your value on it. Great. Maybe it'll go to 32. Maybe 6 months from now, another analyst or 2 or 3 will come out and go, they're making money now. We think they're going to $40 a share. There's only 21 million shares out there. We think they're going to go to 40. It's going to become a $1 billion market cap corporation in the next 2 years. Maybe that's what the street will think. And maybe you'll make 4 or 5 times your money on the stock. But should you sell everything that you have and buy Spire? I'm not saying that. Got a couple of bucks, pick up some stock. Otherwise, watch it. Just want you to know. All right. Rocket Lab right now, 438. But I only see 50,000 volume, I think, on the session. Very quiet, but 438 on the stock. I think we hit 2 days ago 447 in a real run, just a spike. And it came back into this 420 level, but we're at 438 now on Rocket Lab. 820 on SOFI. And we are 16 minutes away from opening for the day. All right, guys, so there you go. A lot of folks sold Spire last year for tax loss purposes, and that was the right thing to do for those who needed it. No problem. Kent is saying, I'm off to Vegas this morning, taking the kid to watch LIV golf on Saturday at the Las Vegas Country Club. Vegas should be interesting this weekend. No kidding. Looking forward to hearing about this. That's exciting. We have to get together. We just have to find a way to get together. Interesting stuff going on there. Welcome, all of you. Richard Carlin, thank you for being the first thumbs up of the day today. Lame Duck, number 6. Susan was number 6. Lizzie is here. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, for your recent short videos on Rocket Lab and Spire. Appreciate your hard work churning them out on top of your usual live events. Well, thank you for saying that. That's extra time, no question, but I think it's worth it for you, definitely. Honeybee, number 16, thank you. And Ricardo, I'm thumbs up, 21. Thank you, my friends. Robert Benson, 26. Amy J, I'm number 30. Welcome. I started watching when you first came out. I bought a bunch of SOFI. I'm so far in the hole right now, I'm sick. Well, you might not be so ill much longer. This stock just keeps on coming. You've been around this long. You might want to wait a little longer. There's all things going in the right direction there. Earl, good morning. Melvin, number 36. Corinne, number 47. Not all workers, thumbs up, 48. Thank you, not a lurker. Good morning, all simpletons, turds, bagel family, red eating crayons, and green eating crayons. Welcome. What else? Bobby is saying you had 2 years to dollar cost average down there, Kenny. We all started at 13 to $20 like everybody else. So there you go. Brian, number 50, good morning. Lorraine, I'm number 57. Good morning to you. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Dude is saying, up north, Kenny, where you been? We've been here making money, averaging down. I'm at 450 DCA on SoFi, buddy. Giddy up. William is here. Good morning, William Matthews. Henning is here. Good morning, Henning. How are you? Nice to see you. White Feathers here. Good morning, everyone. Damn it. Darn it. I now want a bathroom office. That sounds pretty good, Bruce. Sitting on my John, having a flat screen TV on the wall, having a little desk there. I like this. Spire. Well, I have honestly a smartphone holder in the bathroom and the wooden one from you in the living room. So, I'm good. There you go, buddy. Right on, JR. I'm number 61, thumbs up. Good morning. Who else is here? Robert Mailhout is here. Thank you, Robert, as always. Glad to see you. Thank you. Pat Man is here. Good morning. Deep value of the options are here. Does anyone know it's possible to write on the GBTC ETF, or it'll be available in the future? Anybody know? I don't know. Mandu, 67. Good morning, everybody. Who else is here? Deep value, JR saying, last time I checked, that was a no on GBTC. All right. What else? Deep value has an answer for deep value. Deep value is happy with the answer. Let's move on. Dude, I've been doing real well with calendar spreads on Mara. Long ATM call, 70-day out, short out of the money in the monthly, $3 to $5. Giddy up, everybody. Continue good work, everybody. Sharon is in the house, number 73. Thank you. And can you give an example of an option trade on SoFi? Well, writing put options will be a really good idea. I've been begging you guys to write put contracts, cash secured puts on SoFi for 2 years, and there are results here, and more coming. Larry, good morning, all. Happy Friday, number 74. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Alberto, hey, good morning, everybody. I'm here now. Can we begin? Day above dirt is always a great day to make it count. Yes, sir. Giddy up, kids. What else? Let's go. How can I write options from Europe? What app can I use? Someone here might answer that question for you. I have Europeans here. John Biscuit, I still got Spire. Bruce recommended it about 3 years ago at $10 a share. I'm not bitter. I still got this stuff. If any of you did buy Spire 3 years ago, when I mentioned it, and I mentioned ME, 23andMe, I mentioned SoFi, Matterport, Smart Rent, and on, I can't remember them all, ATIP. I mentioned to all of you millions of times, it feels, you put in money you can afford to lose. These are spec stocks. These are small spec stocks. You're asking me what are my favorite stocks. I told you about Apple, Microsoft, Google. I told you all about the big cap stocks that I liked. And then begging, what about some small stuff? What about some cheap stuff? What about some of those SPACs are really hot, Bruce? Can I get into something really hot? Well, I found 8 that merged their deal or tried to merge their deal in. Thought had some potential, but I said it. Whatever you put in there, you better be able to afford to lose. Otherwise, you're fooling yourself. And oh yeah, we're fine. Oh yeah, I'm okay. And about a year later, the hatred began. You go to Reddit. You ever go to Reddit to read about me, you'll see people going, oh, yeah, some shill that guy was. He was hired by those SPACs to tell us to buy those shares, and we lost all our money. And yeah, I'm a villain. I really am. There you go. Anyway. Debbie B, I'm number 70. William Matthews, I'm number 58. William, number 95. Alberto, 224 people watching, 96 thumbs. It's kind of sad. Thank you, Alberto, for the obvious. Appreciate that. Cindy, number 87. Happy Friday. Today is my birthday. Still have my Spire, but I did write calls. Cindy B, happy birthday to you. Thank you for being here. John Biscuit. Oh, I've also got SoFi shares as well. That was also recommended 3 years ago at $10 a share. I'm not bitter, though. Alberto, happy birthday, Cindy B. Cindy, thank you, Alberto. Not a lurker, thumbs up for the homeless Canadian. M is here. Good morning. The Russell Hustler. Good morning, Bruce. Let's see. Not a lurker. All you lurkers out there, subscribe to this guy and give him a thumbs up. Thank you very much. Become a member. I'd recommend becoming a member here. John Biscuit, I've also got 23andMe shares as well that Bruce also recommended about 3 years ago at 10. I'm now probably getting a tad bitter. Flint, good morning all. Go, 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 SoFi. Not a lurker. Flint Creek. Flint, who else is here? Somebody called Six Flags is here. Flint, Lucky Lou, I don't know. Chris says, I think I bought all those SPACs. I think I got 6 of those. Patman, there are options on Spire, very sparse offerings, only 11 or so strikes. Yeah, they're being phased out. There are no new options being created. Not enough shares to justify an option account on those at the moment. So, that's the story. John, I've also got Rocket Lab shares as well that Bruce also recommended about 3 years ago at $10 a share. I think I probably need to lie down for a bit here. The Big T, Jonas, IBKR is one of the brokers you need in Europe to write options. William, if you want to write options on Rocket Lab in the future, how many should I buy now? Whatever you can afford to lose. How about that? I'm not your mommy. I'm just going to say you can write cash secured puts on Rocket Lab and make a nice buck. You don't have to buy any shares at all on Rocket Lab. I think you can write cash secured puts out of the money and make money on those. Just holding the contracts to expiry or closer to expiry. I don't know how much easier I can make this for you guys, but hey, whatever. There you go. We're opening in 7 minutes. Happy Expiration Friday, everybody. Time to fill our pockets. Bruce, I hope we have another get-together over this side of the country. The way Jen is recovering, we're going to have a get-together. There's no doubt in my mind. Spire says, Jonas, IBKR Interactive Brokers through Google is one possibility. It has fees, but on the other hand, no deposit fees. Let's see. Bama Babe is in the house. Ed Hawkins, number 105. Hi, you guys. How's it going? Richard Carlin, Crime, Uncle Bruce, Crime, Laugh Out Loud. Dingo Style, I just got a notification that NVIDIA is worth more than the whole of the Chinese market. Marcus, number 104, good morning. Juan in the house, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Juan. Welcome to the show, my friend. Realized Profits. Hey, John, I just got 15,000 shares of SoFi. Uncle Bruce recommended 2 years ago. I need to lay down, too. John Biscuit, they're all long-term investments, Bruce. Yeah, I hear you. What else? Double D is here. Cindy, my Adobe Iron Condor is exactly where it should be for today's expiry date. Perfect. Another happy viewer. Let's see, what else? Beach Boy is here. Hi there. Who else? Bobby Atkinson. I wrote 2 cash secured puts 8s and 2 covered calls 15s for August on Spire, says Bobby. There you go. And thank you for not being my mommy. Thank you for not being my baby. There you go. All right. Welcome to the party, everybody. Thanks for being here today. It's option expiry Friday. We're following a lot of stuff here. The markets are higher to open. It looks like we're heading over now to commentary for members only. Those of you who have become members of this channel in the last few months, we've had a real surge of memberships pop up here. Congratulations and thank you. Welcome to the party. Those of you who are lurkers, who have thought about becoming a member, might be a good time to make that move. But hey, it's up to you. You've got to want it bad enough to be part of the family on an ongoing basis. We love you. If you join us, we're glad to have you. And happy to try to share with you, how it's going, what we're up to, what's going on, and perhaps make it possible for you to enjoy a few profits yourself. And again, those of you who have taken classes, thank you all, and congratulations to all of you who have done that. Signing up for the classes on my website. If you have any questions about it, you let me know. 116 thumbs ups. Thank you for that. We're over 100 to start the show, and we haven't even started trading yet. Thank you for that. That's the story there. If any of you want to have a one-on-one with me, let me know, and we'll see if we get together. And of course, the Super Bowl's on Sunday, so we'll keep an eye on that, obviously. What else? Ed Hawkins. I was buying SoFi at 20, but I listened to Uncle Bruce, and I bought it down in the 5 range. Now I'm under a $7 average, and there has been the winner chicken dinner trade here of all time for SoFi shareholders. if you like the company back when I started liking it and stuck with it, whatever options money you made when you were writing options on your GameStop or other shares that I helped you write options on, you took those dollars and picked up more SoFi as it came down, and now you're on easy street. We're at 824 now on SoFi this morning, and we have a situation here where this company is now making profit. They've turned the corner. You've waited all this time. You're now about to be paid off for the rest of your life because you made the move and you stuck with it, and you didn't become a crybaby. You didn't become a whiner. You got tough, and you got with the program. You realized this market fluctuates, sometimes very unfairly, but you just went straight ahead and said, I don't give a crap what anyone's crying about out here. I'm buying this stuff. I believe in it. Bruce is right. I like what he's talking about. He talked about them becoming a bank. They're a bank. He talked about them doing all kinds of other business. They're doing it. He talked about their memberships growing. Their memberships are growing. They're talking about their cash flows surging. They're surging. He said they were going to make money. They said they were going to make money. They are making money. The company is delivering on all fronts. Smart Rent is about to deliver. Matterport is about to deliver. Rocket Lab is starting to deliver. It's going to happen here. Now the question is Spire. Spire will likely go positive, but unfortunately the rollback didn't help. 23andMe, I don't know. I'm not a director of the company. I don't run it. I'm not happy. No. Am I thrilled that 23andMe is cheap? No, I'm not thrilled at all. But I'm here. I'm not running away. I'm still here. And we found out since, May 2021, we talked about another way of making money in this crazy market as it was hitting all-time highs back in those days. Writing options. And here you are, many of you now, making money like you've never made money before. Welcome all to the party. It's nice to have you here. Colton, 650 average on SoFi here. Always average down. If the stock's on sale the next day, why wouldn't you grab another? All you lurkers out there, take the class, like and sub. Dude, make money, give money to homeless Canadians. Oh, thank you very much. This homeless Canadian thanks you. I appreciate it. Thank you all. Ed wrote options along the way too. Not a lurker. That is the way, dude. That is the way. We're about to open here in about 2 minutes. Get ready, folks, for option expiry day today. As we get ready to rumble, the Rocket Lab 439. It looks like it wants to go to 430, 440 actually. Looks like it wants to hit 440 a share on Rocket Lab this morning. 820 on SoFi, inching higher, another 11 cents. Is it going to the moon? No, but it's just relentlessly going higher now, isn't it? We were down to 766 yesterday. Someone sold it down there. Somebody gave it up at 766. I sure hope and pray it wasn't any of my viewers. Praying to God that none of my viewers sold it at 766 yesterday. 819, 820, 825. Giddy up, kids. Welcome to the party, pal. Let's go. Looking forward to Smart Rent's earnings. Count Temper 119, Uncle Bruce on the thumbs up meter. If a call is sold, is getting kind of close. Should I just always roll up and give myself more time? Yes, and yes. That is correct. Stephen Butler, number 119. Always look for roll-ups. Yes, Larry Titus has hit the bells. Thanks, Larry. We are open. We're trading. We're ready to rumble here. Let's go and make some moolah, like Alberto and everyone else says. Thank you all for joining us today and being here with me live. Love you guys. 266 people watching. We have about 120 thumbs ups. There's 140 of you that are slackers. Don't get caught by Strickland. He's monitoring the hallways with those pink slips. He'll hand a pink slip out to you if you don't give us a thumbs up. I'm warning you. He never had hair. He's kind of like me. He never had hair. Thank you all. Thank you all. Thank you all. Cow Tipper, this is a salute. Thank you very much. Alberto, SoFi, we need our last pullback at 790. I want to get some more. Maybe not. 817 right now, 819. We're just starting our trading here for the session. Let's see how the markets want to react and roll and do whatever they're going to do. Welcome to the party, pal. And let's see what this market is going to do. Giddy up. What have we got? I don't know if anything is accurate or not. I'm showing 23-point loss on the Dow, 4-point gain on S&P, 53 on NASDAQ. The market is just firing up, so we got to give it some time. Oil has been up all morning, $4.50 a barrel at the moment in Texas. BP is saying, I got to go to work meeting, but our market makers deliberately pushing SOFI up to get people jumping in for fear of missing out, only to dump it next week again. I think you're reading too much into this market. I think you're just way overthinking it. There are more buyers than sellers now on SOFI. That's it. The sellers are gone. They were wiped out last week when they overhyped themselves on margin and everything else, and they got taken out. And they threw in the towel. They went crying into the corner, and the buying just keeps coming. And awareness of SOFI's earnings, this is spreading, I think, and that's why the buying just keeps coming in on the stock, and it's just going to go higher. You're going to have to tolerate massive tax problems, capital gains issues, and you're going to be tackling the problem of hauling in all these option premiums once these shares reach a certain level. And you're just going to have to live with the fact that this stock, if you have enough of it, can carry you for the rest of your life. Sorry, that's the story about SOFI. Spire, ME coming back. I had no call written for yesterday. There you go. I have no idea what's going on. Welcome. I never have any idea what's going on. Uber's up 23, going higher, 71.84. We got SOFI 820, GameStop 14.41, Rocket Lab 4.36, AI 74 cents higher, 27.58. Apple's up 8, Enphase up 135, AMD up 123, Adobe up 40, Netflix up $2. NVIDIA 704, 706 up 9.75. Tesla up to 190 again, up $1.17. Matterport up 3 cents. Spire 8.76 up 61 cents. Smart Rent up 3. We got Unity up 36. Google up 68 cents. Moderna down 4.80. Cisco up 19, Pfizer down 11, IBM down 33, HPQ down 2, Microsoft up 146, ME at 65.8 cents, up 2.8. Yesterday's low, 54 cents. If I got that right, we're now at 65, 66 cents. There's rumors about the company splitting in two. The public company is going to be the money-making half, and the losing half will be private or something. I don't know. We'll see what's going on with that. BP, sorry, Uncle Bruce, just past experience with stocks makes me cautious. Go-to meeting is about to start. Rock and roll, buddy. Spire, I was at 70 cents yesterday, 56 cents, and now $65. Good opportunity to write, buy back a little gain, come back with no call either. Alberto, if I don't see the person's message, does that mean I have them blocked? Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a technician yet. Somebody else might be able to help you with that. I do not know. All righty, kids. Welcome to the party. We are now looking at a dip of only 11 on the Dow. Looks like as each issue opens up for trading, we're getting better. We're up 7.5 on S&P, and we're gaining 56, make it 60 on NASDAQ now. Okay. Anyway, the big T says in the top you can set live or top chat. And JR Alberto, yep. Can we begin yet? The big T set it to live, and you should see all. Okay, there you go. Spire, Alberto, I always refresh comments. Alberto says thanks. Okay, there you go. Maybe that'll work well. Welcome to the party, kids. It's nice to have you all here. There you go. What can we say? 8.26 now on SOFI, up 18 cents. And we're up 7.5 on Rocket Lab, 437.5. GameStop's up 12. Uber's up a penny. Rocket Lab volume so far this morning, 407,000 above normal. GameStop volume up 12 cents on 91,000. That's all. There's nothing for sale on GameStop. SOFI, 3.7 million, a little better than yesterday morning's open. We're up 17 now. High of 830 already today on your SOFI. If the SOFI goes up $1, it will hit the high level on Monday last week when they came up with their earnings. So they're inching back up again. Interesting. Alrighty, White Feather. I don't see messages from people I blocked. Alberto, okay, I'm live. Must be I have them blocked. Good, must be a reason. Let's go fill our pockets. Thanks to all from Alberto. Rock and roll, buddy. Welcome to the party, pal. We're green on the Dow now. We're up 4 and climbing now. We're up 5 on the Dow. We're up 6 on S&P. We're up 45 on the Nasdaq. At the moment, 828 on SOFI, climbing again. 830 already for the high. Rocket Lab 438 up 8 and GameStop up 15. Option writers, today is expiry day for a number of options. I don't know if you have options expiring today or not, but we'll watch for shenanigans on the market, of course, which is what we're used to. We know what that can happen. We'll see how it goes. This weekend is the Super Bowl. It's all about the Super Bowl. It's all about Taylor Swift and the Kansas City Chiefs and the 49ers. Yeah. Anyway, let's see. Just wanted to check something interesting here, something key. I wanted to know, are we looking at a Monday holiday coming up in the not too distant future? What have we got? Feb 19 is President's Day, 10 days from now. So not this Monday, but next week Monday, the markets are closed. So I will not be on the air on Monday, the 19th of February. And the next closed session is Good Friday, March 29th. So that's a ways away yet. And then Memorial Day in May. Okay, there you go. So we'll be watching for that. So next week, Monday, not this Monday, but a week Monday, the markets are closed. That means options expire. They lose a day of life because of a holiday. More depreciation for you option writers. Well done. There you go. Okay, what else? Germany this coming Monday, almost a full holiday in most of the states here. There you go. Third Monday of Feb, says Bobby Atkinson. In Calgary, it's Family Day. In Alberta, yeah, that's right. There you go, kids. We don't have a president, you see, so we have a family day. You know. Family of presidents. 822 on SoFi. Up 14 right now. GameStop up 13. Rocket Lab 436, 437. Dow's down 26 points, just a slight dip. The spiders are up 67 and the Qs are up 68 so far this morning. Will the markets hold a gain today? Will they do a pullback sometime today because of how well the markets have done lately? Is there a correction coming? Is there any kind of a profit-taking pullback coming on some of these high-flying stocks? A lot of earnings have come out. So we already know Apple's numbers, Microsoft, that's all done now. So sell on the news, sell on the post-earnings euphoria. I don't know. But these markets are certainly very, very high with high multiples, high PE multiples. We just know that. We'll see what gives. SoFi 822 now. The volume on SoFi in 9 minutes, 4.5 million. Over on Rocket Lab, 436, I guess, 486,000. GameStop volume, 129, 130,000 roughly, up 13 cents over there. AI up 60 cents to 27.44. We've moved up from that 24 level on Monday all the way now to 27. It's been a good week on AI. Cash secured put writers should be happy over there watching gains. Apple up at 188.43, up 35. Enphase up to 119.87, up 2.99. AMD down 3. Adobe up $1. Netflix up almost $4. Nvidia up 8.50 to 704.98. If you're going to write options on Nvidia, credit spreads, you might be wise to do the put credit spreads and forget call credit spreads. Stay behind the market. Stay in the pixie dust of that one. Tesla 192.42. I would say 240s to 260s on the calls, but you could also do puts and maybe 160s, 150s, 60s, 70s, somewhere in there. We're up 4 on Matterport. We're up 95 cents now on Spire. Spire is 909, 910. The high of the session for Spire, 913, and the volume on Spire, 63,000 shares. Multiply that by 8, and you've got 490,000 shares traded approximately, pre-split numbers, to give you an idea of the activity on Spire. So Spire, with a $12 private placement, 909. Yeah, not surprising to see it behind 12, and not surprised to see it higher than 8. There you go. Smart Rent 302, no change this morning. Matterport 239 up a nickel. Owens Corning having a bad morning, down 1240 today. Owens Corning at 147.02. Must have said something. They must have said something. Earnings in 5 days. Apparently, 2 hours ago, they're going to buy Masonite International in a $3.9 billion deal. Obviously, the street does not like the fact that Owens Corning is buying somebody. That'll go against earnings. That might dilute the company a little bit on stock offering. They're taking it out on the stock right now. Earnings come out next week. Unity up 62, Google up 80, Moderna down 470, Cisco's up 20, Pfizer down a dime. The IBM shares 185, up 72 cents. HBQ up a nickel. Microsoft now is up $2.16. ME at 65.4, up 2.5. Amazon up 118. Home Depot down 146. Manic Semiconductors up 79. Goldman Sachs up a dime. Boeing up 159 to 210.80 a share. Unbelievable to me. I think that's so overpriced. But what do I know? Meta down 18 cents. Target down 50. JP Morgan down 36. Costco down 116. Walmart is up 6. Disney's down 198. Little profit taking now. We're back to 108.50. American Airlines at 15.04, up 9. AMC at 4.13, up 4 cents. DraftKings up 44 cents to 43.25. Gambling is getting a hit. A positive up move on gambling stocks. Royal Caribbean down $1.40 at 119.58. That's what we got, kids, right now. 11-point drop on the Dow, with a 7.5-point gain on the S&P and a 48-point gain on NASDAQ. It's a mixed bag this morning. It's option expiry Friday. Welcome all. John Sinclair says, I started buying calls on SQQQ June expiring very cheap. Parker Ivy, good morning to all. Spire, I'm just excitedly waiting for GameStop to bounce back into the upper 15s, 20s for writing again. I want to write 2 calls for this. Everything is helpful to waste time in between. Richard Carlin, Spire earnings on the 3rd of March. Bobby, Uncle Bruce, are the Spire deal makers hoping for a $12 level off? Seems 26 is a moonshot for this current quarter. I don't know if that's the plan. DHU to Spire 930. The shares could reach 10. They're not going to get to 12 just because they sold stock at 12, unless they sell more stock to someone else at a higher price, or there's a merger or something. I don't know. I can't tell you. 940 now on Spire, up $1.25. Look, any of you out there who have this stuff, I'm happy, because at least at 940, it's what's it worth? $1.18 pre-split. It's still $1.18. Okay, $16 a share. It's a $2 stock. All right. It's got a long way to go to recover any of your money out there if you didn't average down on it. Fair enough. I'm not sure what's going to happen, but they are making good moves for the company. For the stock, I don't think so really. But look, it's up. Okay, it's up, but it doesn't trade much. Kent, time decay on covered calls still blows me away. Isn't this fun? You like this game, don't you? I like this game. Yes. Boy, dude, imagine being blocked by Alberto and never seeing the sun again. That poor soul. You don't want that to happen to you. Well done, everybody. Way to make money on the options market, kids. Taking the depreciation, the time decay, it's a wonderful thing. It's an invisible way to make money. Your friends are asking you, how you doing? I'm doing all right. Oh, that's a nice car you got there. Oh, yeah, we just bought that a couple of months ago. Oh, what, did somebody get a raise, or, did you get an inheritance? how'd you get that new car? Well, I got a little side gig going. Oh, are you into Amway? You sell Tupperware on the side? What do you do to make money like that? No, I make money very quietly. Time makes me money. Love it. Time is on my side. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Time is on my side. Baby. Yeah. 71.90 on Uber, up 29 cents. 8.28 on SoFi, up 20 cents today on your SoFi shares. High of the session so far, 8.35, and you might be going higher than that yet. GameStop 14.51, up 16. And Rocket Lab 437, up 7 more cents, just inching along. I'd be happy with Rocket Lab to just go up 10 cents a day, 15 cents a day for 6 months in a row. No problem. It's all good. Giddy up. Flint Creek, Amway. Dude, NVIDIA is playing nice this week. Premium coming my way, sir. Thank you. Kent, I've learned patience. I wish I had been more patient a few years ago, but I've learned from my mistakes. And there you are. The arm folding techniques have to be mastered by many a viewer of this channel. There are very, very high number of viewers on this channel who can't just seem to keep their arms from fidgeting. They want to do something so badly, and they don't have to do anything. It's true. Charlie, wait. Any Amway? I need some LOC soap. My parents used that for years. Oh, my gosh. There you go. Side hustle. What's your side hustle? Oh, I write options. What's that? Maybe you should just watch Uncle Bruce. Go to YouTube and talk to me in like a month, and I'll know in a month from now when I see you whether you've watched him or not. Because if you ask me, hey, how your options doing? And I'll say, have you watched Uncle Bruce the last month? Yes, I have. Oh, well, what do you think about these credit spread trades? And they go, huh? They haven't been watching Uncle Bruce. They haven't done anything. That's so much fun. Spire, the Rolling Stones time is on my side. Yes, it is. Debbie B, Uncle Bruce. I have 25 SoFi expiring June 24. Can I write another 10 for the same expiry? 157. I could write 15 on RL. I have none now, and could write 15, and then I don't know what else she's saying. Well, actually, I'm kind of thinking. I mean, yeah, you could, yes, but I am looking at that number, that 157, to go even lower, so that you'll close out what you've done already and score a nice little, a lovely little return. But look, yeah, I mean, you can write six 24s. You could do 7 Julys. You could look at Septembers. You could write 9s. Cash secured puts on the 9s, all on SoFi. All the way up to January, you can write 8s or 9s or 10s again, if you wish. 824 on the stock, and there you go. Love it. I love it. You're good to go on RL. Why don't I know what RL is? Is it me? Am I the problem? I probably am the problem. I'm usually a problem. RL. What the hell is RL? I'm so tired. It's probably my problem is I'm so exhausted. I don't know what RL is. What's RL? Ralph Lauren. I don't know anything about Ralph Lauren. I know of I've heard of them, but I don't know anything about RL. Nada. So I don't know what to say about RL. 171.04, near the high of the year. Only 40 million out. 39 million publicly traded. There's no short position to worry about, so that's okay. But I don't know if the option market is liquid enough to worry on that or to get into that. So I can't really give a qualified anything. Let's see. Debbie, expiring for April 24 for 91 cents. Which one? Or is it obvious level? Just curious because I don't have anything on RL. I'm just wondering. Yeah, I'm not. I wouldn't jump into that one. No. I think what you want to do is if you can write, if you're going to write cash ticket puts, you want to write cash ticket puts that are either at the money, barely out of the money, with a big premium. You want more than the book value by a long shot because that gives you natural shrinkage profits. So if you can write SOFI 9s or 8s to all the way to January 25 and get a big enough premium that is time premium, that's what I want you to have. That's what you look at, but you got to put in a stink offer to make sure you don't get shortchanged on the sell. Bobby, SOFI shorts are under pressure. A 1, SOFI 825. Yep, there we are. 433 on Rocket Lab, 1444 on GameStop, 823 on SOFI here. Spire, ouch. TTWO Take 200 active received today a 10% haircut. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Debbie B, Rocket Lab. What about Rocket Lab? Yeah, Rocket Lab. $5 cash secured puts, January 25s. Yep, I like those. Definitely like those. Okay, Spire TV, Uncle Bruce, rocketing. We're rocketing. Okay, am I helping people here or am I hurting people here? I think I'm helping people here. Yeah, Rocket Lab and she's going RL. See, you said RL. The symbol RL is Ralph Lauren. Rocket Lab is RKLB. You can't do that to me. Don't give me symbols that you're making up or short for. You got to tell me, what are you asking me about? I'm looking at Ralph Lauren going, what the hell are you doing with Ralph Lauren? Rocket Lab, finally, I know what you're talking about. Help me, help you, please. Please let me help you. Spire 950 says Marcus. Spire about 157, 15 times, hopefully not a right on $3 calls. Okay, there you go. Oh, God. It used to be a lot easier for me. It's not that easy anymore. You guys are using codes. I don't even know what you're doing. You guys are you keeping me on my toes, I'll tell you that. But you're scaring the hell out of me, too. Oh, my God. Okay, I'll breathe. I'll calm down. I'll calm down. Scaring the professor. Thank you all. We are now at thumbs up number 135. We have a long way to go to get to 200 today. I don't know if that's going to happen. You guys are so chintzy on your thumbs ups today. I don't know if I have a chance to get to 200 thumbs ups. I might as well just shut this show down right now and go home, cry in the corner because no one likes me anymore. What can I say? Debbie, okay, I did just use my own abbreviation. I got it. Sorry. It's okay, Debbie. Don't worry, Debbie. I'm going to go to the corner and cry and shut the show down because nobody wants to give me thumbs ups. It's all right. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Oh, boy. I try so hard to get thumbs ups. I really do. 73 point down dip on the Dow. Uber just went red, 27 cents. SoFi 822, GameStop 1443, and Rocket Lab 434. There you go. Okay. Mandu, I think we need some neat for thumbs ups. Mandu, neat, right there. Get those thumbs ups going for Uncle Bruce. Thank you all for helping out. If you can help out, please do help out with the thumbs up meter. Thank you all. Just poor YouTuber that I am. Have you seen, there we go, 149. Have you seen videos lately on YouTube about YouTubers talking about quitting YouTube? There's just all kinds of them out there now. Like, I've just noticed like dozens and dozens of video of YouTube creators making videos about quitting YouTube. I mean, and these folks have millions of subscribers, hundreds of thousands of subscribers, much bigger channels than I have. I'm going to ask myself, can you not reorganize your lives to make this work? If you've got millions of subscribers, millions of views, can't you just hire help to help you with by the hour help. I take a lot of pressure. I don't know. I don't understand. And Marcus 980 Bruce one thumbs ups for Bruce. DH Ruda neat ME almost 67 cents says Spire. Melvin neat David Uncle Bruce, you often mention shares available for purchase. Think it's called the float. Where do you get that info from? Well, if you go to just go to marketwatch.com. Just go to MarketWatch, and on the top right hand corner is a little search box. You can put a symbol in there. So put in SOFI, and hit enter, whatever. You'll get the quote for SOFI on MarketWatch. And if you scroll down a little bit on the left, you'll see the 20. What is it? The high and low for the last year, the last trade. Then just below that, how many shares are outstanding? How many are free floating? PE multiple, if there is one. Go below that, way down. It'll show you the short number, the latest reported short. That's where it is. A Puke SPY is reaching towards 500 right now. Yeah, that's true. 499 right now. Cindy B, I did buy a couple of $2 calls on Spire for 189. They don't want to give me a good premium. I might have to execute. I'll buy Spire for 389. Spire, I have seen one video from Shelby about quitting something, and suddenly she was again in California after living in rainy Seattle for a while. Spire, thumbs, neat. Neat emojis from Richard. Dude, Uncle Bruce, hip hip hooray, bringing on the thumbs. Spire, neat. They are working $1.40, 14. I don't know what that means. David, thank you. You got it, buddy. We're now on Rocket Lab 433 up 3.5. We're up 24 cents on GameStop. 14.59 going for $15 now. SoFi 822 up 14. Thumbs up meter is took a bit of a jolt because I'm begging you. 157. We need 43 more to make 200, and I know we have enough viewers to do it. There's no question we have enough to get to 200, but they're holding back. They don't. I'm not working hard enough for them. I think maybe they're upset about the fact that SPACs used to be in the $20 and $30 range, and it's my fault that SPACs got picked on by the SEC. I'm the one to blame. Spire, it means we have been 28 cents up on GameStop. Oh, okay. Good stuff. I love it. Go GameStop, go SoFi, go Rocket Lab, go all of your stocks. I hope they all do well. Alberto, whatever. David, stop being stingy with your thumbs, folks. Help this guy. Thank you to someone here made a PayPal donation while I was crying in my beer. Who did that? Oh, thank you, Debbie. Thank you for that donation. You're very kind, and I just love it when you make money. Just want you to get rich there, Debbie. Really rich. Rock and roll, kids. Are you having fun yet? I'm having a great time. I'm loving this. I'm loving it how you guys are writing credit spreads, cash secured puts, covered calls, poor man covered calls. You're just hauling in money from these saps on the options market. It's just unbelievable how much they're handing you, and I love it. Compared to 2021, when we started talking about you writing options, to where you guys are now, there's no comparison here. 162 thumbs ups. We only need 38 more. We're within 38. Oh, this is good stuff. Thank you all. Giddy up, everybody. I just sold some Spire 15 covered call for $1, expiring August 16. Maybe I roll, maybe I take the profit. Spire, not enough. Neat, we're going down here. Zed, 160 thumbs now. Debbie B, I sent a PayPal gift, but now says your middle name and not just your first and last, as in the past. So I thought I'd check. Yeah, it's all good. Got it. Thank you very much. You are very kind, Debbie. Dude, thumbs for the extremely tiny Canadian. Hooray. Batman, fun is what I want. Give me money. It's what I want. Yep, baby. That's what I want. Yeah, give me money. That's what I want. Yeah, baby. Let's see. Your love and don't pay my bills. Da 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 da. That's right. Giddy up, kids. Fun. That's what I want. Give me money. That's all I want. Farmless, Uncle Bruce, I want if what if you threw watermelons off the roof of your condo? See, if I were to throw watermelons off the roof of my condo and filmed it in high definition slow motion, and then had had it hit the concrete and then just splatter all over the place, I would get millions of views. I mean, I could paint faces on the watermelon, whoever face you want me to paint on it, and then drop it off and let it shatter. I mean, I'd get tons of views. I'd probably get some hate mail, death threats, but I'd get views. Oh, yes. I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'll sort of show you guys and talk to you guys about how you can make money writing options. And then you guys make money writing options. And then you take all the classes to get even better at writing options. And you hire me out for one-on-one sessions from time to time. And then occasionally you send a little donation my way for thanking me for helping you make money. And, I take 20,000 of you and make you all multimillionaires, and I become a thousandaire. This is great. Thank you all very much. Oh my, oh my, oh my. Giddy up, everybody. SoFi, 815, 817. So a little dip and we're coming on again. GameStop, 1458, up 23. Rocket Lab, 431, up just a penny. Dow's down 53. The big markets here, we're up 9 on S&P, up 78 on NASDAQ. Oil up 491. That's what we've got right here, right now, at the moment. Thank you all for joining this ancient YouTuber, your old pal, Uncle Bruce. Thank you very, very much. Well, let's see. What else is happening out there? The S&P is trying to break and keep 5,000 for its new high. U.S. core CPI 3-month annual rate unrevised at 3.3% after seasonal factors. U.S. CPI revisions a nothing burger. Economists agree. Key CPI revision is lowering of inflation rate for December. The 10-year is steady at 4.1% after CPI revisions. All right. Okay. AMC reports sales beat in fourth quarter, but shares fall as subscriptions slide. Okay. Rock and roll. ARM stock surge burns short sellers to the tune of $445 million in paper losses. Okay. Again, these are just, headlines that are out there. Let's see. EV maker Nikola rejects convicted founder Trevor Milton's plan to add 5 board members. Let's see. David Einhorn says markets are fundamentally broken due to passive investing. 10-year state rate at 4.1. Well, those are some comments that are out there right now. Okay, some are relevant and some are just useless. Welcome to the party. There you go. There we have it. Rocket Lab is at 431, up 1.5 pennies. SoFi up 8 at 816. GameStop up 29 to 1464. Matterport up a nickel. 23andMe up 4 cents, 66.95 cents a share. Spire up 165 to 980. Now, approaching the high of the year. ATIP down some 8 cents. SmartRent unchanged. Apple up 45 cents. Goldman up 35. Cisco's up 23. Tesla's up $4 to 193.67. ARK up 85 cents. Microsoft up $3. Pfizer down 2 cents. HPQ up 3 cents. Google is up 122. Amazon up 85. Nvidia up 1078 to 707, high of all time. Unity up 60 cents to $34. AI up 194 to 2878. This has been a good week for AI. Adobe up 119. The Spiders are up 113. The Qs are up 171. Netflix up 328 now. IBM up 136. Meta down 150. Vanik up $2. Home Depot down 99 cents. Enphase up 467. Good week there. 121.55 a share. Palantir down a dime at 24.41. And Uber down 88 cents at 70.73. So some interesting movements on some stocks. I'm sure that is causing some issues on some options here and there, but whatever. Giddy up, everybody! Welcome to the program, and welcome to the party, pals. Nice to have you here. 239 of you watching me right now on Option Expiry Friday, and waiting to see the kind of profits that you're hauling in on your credit spreads, on your poor man cover call rights, your iron condor trades, your cash secured put trades. All of these trades, you can learn all about them, how to do them, how they work, why they do what they do. There are 17 classes waiting for you to grab. They're on my website, and buy one, buy them all, watch one, watch them all. Start at number one. I'd recommend class number one, then number two, number three. I get notifications through my website and PayPal telling me that, someone just bought class number two, or someone just bought class number three, or whatever. When I see those, I see a lot of people buy number ones all the time. People buy number ones. But it's when I see twos and threes and number five and number six, I see the same name popping up. Every once in a while, I'll see the same. Oh, that person just went into number seven. Oh, they're watching number nine now. That gets me pumped up, because that tells me we got a keeper. We got someone who's not going away. I get a lot of people who buy class one and class two, and we never, ever hear from them again. For whatever reason, it's not for them. Something came up. I don't know, whatever the reason. But when I get notifications through my emails, through Gmail, that class number so-and-so just went, class number so-and-so just went, and I see those names, and I'm going, oh yeah, here we are. Yeah, that's that person, that's their actual name, or that's an email name, but it's sort of similar to their online name, or it's not. Sometimes I don't know who's who, but it inspires me. It gets me pumped up, because it shows me this is happening. There are more and more of you coming into this family here, becoming option writers, and I'm really excited for you. I'm pumped up. And then you guys send me private emails from time to time, and you'll say, I started writing options like a year ago, and in the first few months I made a few bucks doing this and doing that, and then I had a really good trade where I made this much money on a transaction. But in the last 3 months, or in the last 6 months, I have paid off all my credit cards. Or I had one IOU that was hanging over my head that I desperately wanted to get rid of. Maybe it's a private loan, maybe it's whatever, and it's gone. Or you'd say to me, since I've paid off all my debts because of you and this channel, my cost of living is $800 a month less. I don't have those minimum payments anymore. I don't get those 2% every month interest payments anymore. You've just lowered my cost of living by $800. That's $10,000 a year after tax. Lower cost of living, higher standard of living. $12,000 a year net, or $10,000 a year net after tax. Some of you have to make $14,000 to clear 10. That is significant. Others of you tell me a whole other story. And of course, you let me know, yeah, I'm writing, I was writing 30, 40 contracts a year ago. I'm now writing 100 contracts every 2 weeks, or 300 a month now. And your 30,000 a month number, I see it. It's in front of me. It's right there. I'm coming here. It's coming now. Way to go. Way to go. Talk about pumping up a YouTuber. Yeah, you're getting me all charged up. I'll tell you, I don't sleep well. I don't sleep well when you're doing that well. I'm so excited. Anyway, there you go. Bobby, I got 2 cash secured puts on AI. Slap a bull and run it, baby. There you go. Marcus, Spire 1020. Go Spire. Richard, breaking the 10 burger on Spire. Alberto, more of us, more money, forced to live better lives. That's the way. Uncle Bruce is the GOAT. Thank you guys so much. It's so appreciated. Thank you. Just makes me feel great. And, I'm just sitting here in a condo in Palm Desert with my recuperating wife, who's getting better and better every day. And we're just in our little world here, getting her stronger and better. And she's doing beautifully. And we're now talking about a meet and greet in Southern California for the viewers because she is going to be attending with maybe not even using a cane. She'll just be walking in like normal. Like, oh, wow, this is huge, huge. We are stoked, really pumped up. So way to go, you guys. You keep up the good work and just make it happen. Make it happen. Take the money from these saps that are just idiots buying contracts for ridiculous premiums. It just blows my mind how they do not understand the impossible long shot odds they have to even make money on their contracts. It just blows me away. 173 thumbs ups are now on this channel today. I thank you all so very much for that. It's a wonderful thing to see. We're only 27 away from 200, and it helps with the YouTube analytics. It just exposes the channel to more potential viewers. Absolutely wonderful thing. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Thank you for becoming members of this channel. You Gold Bagel members, thank you again for joining in. Great to have you. Again, we're climbing on the subscriber counts a little bit lately, which is kind of nice to see. And love to get up to 100,000 subscribers one day. That would be kind of nice to get that plaque. So, well, we'll just keep working it. I'm just going to keep working it. Thumbs ups, help us out. Thank you. All right, giddy up, baby. We've got Rocket Lab at 432.8. GameStop 1475, up 40 cents. This is pushing the high of the day here a few moments ago, 1485. 731,000 watching GameStop for the next move. SoFi 817 up 9. The Dow's down just 52 right now. On Spire 1008, last high trade 1023, volume 249,000. Multiplied by 8, that's 2 million shares, pre-split volume out of 166 million at one time. 249,000 trading today. Okay. The market cap of this company now shows $210 million. That $12 private placement made that market cap a $250 market cap. That's what the investors said they would be willing to pay right now. When the stock was at 8, they were paying 12, 50% more than the stock price, because they're saying you're at least $250 in value, if not more. And analysts are saying you're $550 million in value, and you're trading at now 210. It was 140 million a week ago. This is moving up. 1010 on Spire. I'm happy. If any of you still have it, I'm thrilled. If any of you scooped some up the last few days, I'm super thrilled. Let's see what, let's hope it infects all the SPACs. That'd be great. That would be a wonderful thing. All right. Giddy up. SoFi 819, 820 again on SoFi. We're up 12. SoFi back to 820. Let's refresh this right over here. The low of the day for SoFi, 813, just a few minutes ago. The high of 835, we're now at 820. So we bounced 7 cents back in the upward direction. And we're up on the session. Over 10 million traded now on SoFi. 10.8 million traded on SoFi at 45 minutes. Okay, there's buying coming in. Just steady buying coming in. Man, dude, I love selling calls on AI. I just love selling calls. Spire, I have to dream of my first 200 subscribers. So it's definitely something to be proud of if you're hitting 100,000 with the latest channel direction. Rock on. Waverly, yep, finally green on Spire. It's because I wrote covered calls, Bruce. There you go, baby. There you go. If you stick around this channel long enough, you're going to figure out a way to make money. If you become an option writer, you're going to hurry up the process, in my humble opinion. Become an option writer and take money off of this market and then direct it where you want it to go. Absolutely, yeah. Congratulations to those of you who have quit your day jobs. Well done. Those of you who have been able to walk away from the dead-end career or the career that just isn't doing it for you anymore, or for that new manager you got now, this new kid that is supposedly your boss now. Goodbye. Yeah, you've left me behind. I'm out of here. Waverly, yep, finally green on Spire. Giddy up. 1474 on GameStop, Rocket Lab 430. Let's go, kids. Alex, number 171 on the thumbs up meter. Good afternoon. $10 on Spire. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a landslide. No, I can't remember all the words. I'm not a word guy. I'm more of a, I like the guitar licks. But anyway. Alex, what can I say? Spire, $10, $12 private placement from the Treasury. The Rocket Lab is going higher, kids. No doubt in my mind, but it will fluctuate. You can still write cash secured puts on Rocket Lab and make a killing anytime you want. But for a limited time offer, my hunch, just my hunch, 816 on SoFi. You can still write you can write cash secured puts on SoFi and make money on that one. But like I said, you got to decide when to pull the pin and how you're going to do it. No escape from reality. That's right. No escape from reality. Open your eyes. Look up to the skies and see. I'm just a poor boy. What's that song that go? I'm just a poor boy. Da, 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 da. Easy come, easy go. Whatever. I'm not a word guy. That song is almost 50 years old. Can you believe that? Yeah, 50 years. That's from 74, isn't it? Isn't that song from 74? My God. Wow. Nice chords. Sing it, baby. Sing it, dude. Off to pick up the fresh bagels. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. Everyone have a lovely day. Giddy up, baby. Queen. I remember a friend of mine. I was about 17 or 18 at the time, and a buddy of mine said to me, there's this new band out there. You should listen to these guys. And he gave me the Queen album. He gave me the first, I think it's the first Queen album they made. I think it was. So you got to listen to this. You've not heard this before. I know you love music. Your dad owns a music store. You got to listen to these guys. And so I played this Queen album, and I went, whoa. What is that? Harmonies and guitar riffs, and oh my goodness, the lead singer and everything. I couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. I'm just a poor boy. I need more Rocket Lab. That's right. Fun times. And I never forget the first time I heard Boston on the radio. The first time I ever heard Boston on, it was on FM radio on Chum in Toronto in stereo, and Boston comes up, More Than a Feeling. And I'm just going, what is this? Holy moly. Twin lead guitar solos. Didn't know at the time. It was basically one guy and a buddy, like 2 or 3 guys doing this in the basement. Unbelievable. The whole Boston album, the number 1 album, that whole summer of 75, I think it was the whole summer, the spring and summer of 75 and fall, Boston hit after hit after hit on that first album of theirs. Unbelievable music. Mind-blowing. That was an introduction to another world. Pretty cool stuff. Yeah, Queen and Boston and a few other artists that came out at that time. Yeah. Steely Dan in the late 70s and 80s. Whole complicated stuff. My God, unbelievable. Yeah, neat, jazzy and everything else. Love it. Richard Carlin, neat, dude, neat. There you go. Parker, Hold On Loosely is one of my favorite songs to cover in our band. Peace of Mind by Boston is up there too. Yeah, babe. Yeah, I love some of those. Some of those Boston tunes are incredible. Just absolutely. Yeah. What was the song I like on Boston? It starts with just a classic guitar. It just starts with an acoustic guitar. And it builds and it builds, and then it goes into full blown. It's unbelievable, and the guitar solo in there. Whoa, that is the best. Trying to remember the name of that song. It's in my head. I'm hearing it. Yeah. Going to hitch a ride. You watch, go to YouTube and just play Hitching a Ride. Sit back, relax, and your mind will be blown. It's unbelievable, this song. In 70, they did that in 75, 74. I think he wrote it 72, 73. No record label would pick him up for years. Everyone rejected him. Unbelievable. Number one, became one of the best-selling albums in history, the first Boston album. The second album sold 10, 15 million. The third one sold 5, 10 million. Platinum, all of them. Unbelievable. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, baby. Giddy up, everyone. CC, every time I look up Rocket Lab, my brain starts singing Rocket Man, Elton John. Now you are infected with my earworm. You're welcome. Colton, I wish I could have seen Jim Croce. Charlie, the Moody Blues were phenomenal. Mike Pinder was a musical genius. Farmless, I'm just a poor boy. I need a market drop. Alex, a few libations and belting out some Queen classics. There's worse things to do on a Friday. Mandu Rush will always be my fave. Flint, Uncle Bruce, what do you want to do with your life? I want to rock. Colton, carry me away for the last time. Yeah, man. What an album that was. That whole album just, whew. Yeah, that was wild. I remember in my dad's music store, we used to sell what was called sheet music. So Boston comes out with their album, and then the music company comes out with the sheet music for the entire album. So you could buy Boston's first album in a book, and it would have the chords and the music for each song. And my dad was, he'd have to fill in how many copies of these books he would want, and he'd ask my advice because I was the young kid listening to this stuff, and I would say to him, "You want to get 12 of those Boston books?" He says, "We don't order more than 3." I said, "Dad, get 12 of those Boston albums in here. They're already asking for it. Our regulars are asking." Because the chords in there and the changes and everything, they need to get. So we brought in 12, and in a week they were gone. We ordered 12 more. I remember Led Zeppelin sheet music, the Beatles sheet music. They would come out with like the greatest hits of a certain artist, and there would be like 50 songs in a book, and you get the thing for $8.99 or something. We would bring in sheet music like crazy and sell. That's how we sold albums. We sold albums in sheet music form rather than the LPs. We made a margin. The record company didn't. Sam the Record Man didn't make a lot of money, but we did. They sold more albums than we sold sheet music, but we sold to the guitarists and the the musicians. Flint Creek Rush was my first concert. Melody Gardot, Paul Simon, STP, my favorite concert. Farmless, Boston will always be one of my favorite. It was the first band my late brother and I really connected with. Colton, that entire album was recorded on a cassette in his mom's basement. Well, he put it together. He had the demos, and then he made copies on cassettes and sent them out to record labels, and no one listened to them, or they said no thanks. Incredible. The entire album was recorded in the basement, even though it was supposed to be recorded in LA at the recording studio. He only did one song in the recording studio. He did overdubs on his existing master tapes. Yeah, unbelievable. His second album, he said, "I do it in my basement, or I don't do anything. Screw you." They went, "Okay, okay then." After 10 million sales, yeah, okay, I guess you could do it in your basement. Since he did the first one in your basement that sold 15 million albums, okay, yeah. But he ended up taking him to court, and he won. He took the record company to court and won his case. Unbelievable. Yeah, that was nuts. More than a feeling. Unbelievable. Mandu, Flint Creek Soap Company, I love you. Flint Creek, it is Uncle Bruce story time. Gather around, kids. There you go. Oh, the 70s, the changes of music that happened. Of course, we had the disco thing, and Saturday Night Fever, the movie, and all that, and John Travolta being a heartthrob, and we had all those stupid bands that TV bands and heartthrob bands still do. That never changes. But then we had the maturing out of rock and roll bands. And we had the passing of the artists from the 50s and early 60s, those first generational wave of rock pop stars. They kind of came and faded and then were replaced by the English invasion, like the British invasion with the Beatles, and then the four-piece band, the five-piece band. Then we had the funk bands show up. The Motown kept coming and evolving as well. I mean, unbelievable changes in the music business in the 70s. And then, coming out of there through Billy Joel, Elton John, Barry Manilow in the 70s. Love him or hate him, what are you going to do? Boston, of course, and Fleetwood Mac, and then the 80s. Oh my God, and of course Earth, Wind and Fire, and I mean, endless reams of incredible artists who were just showing up and coming out, and it just evolved and evolved and evolved and evolved. It was just amazing. Anyway. AI on the move, says Brian. Lame duck. Foreplay, long time. Brian, CCR. Yeah, the best music, CCR. AI 2930, kids. 2930 on your AI, up 246. Apple up 54. Enphase up 272. How's Unity doing? Unity is up to 3414, and we've got Spire now 994 up 179, holding most of those gains. What a run here. SoFi 820 up 11. GameStop 1474. Rocket Lab 428. Bargoon time on Rocket Lab. Charlie, the documentary of the Bee Gees is fascinating, especially seeing the way they recorded the sound for Staying Alive. The Spire today, a lot of good stories were dropped by Uncle Bruce. 100 minutes earlier, the story about Uncle Bruce's broker time was interesting as well. Brian, Creedence Clearwater Revival. What a mouthful, Brian. AMC up 9%. What? A Spire, at least it was a good view into it. Why Uncle Bruce isn't working anymore at a brokerage firm. Oh, yeah, we got taken out, baby. We got taken out. Unbelievable how many brokerage firms disappeared from existence from about 1978 until 1990. Evisceration of the traditional brokerage houses. And all of the insurance companies that were mom-and-pop insurance firms eviscerated. And then, of course, banks became. There were your local bank. You had your local small town banker. You had your city banks. You had statewide banks, and then they started getting gobbled up and started becoming part of a larger play and a larger play. The changes are just unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Whether it's for the better or for the worse, it is what it is, and that's all there is to it. I got to tell you right now, I appreciate doing this a lot more than being a broker. This is a lot more fun for me. And I don't have to be in the office all day long. I kind of really appreciate this gig. This is working for me, but not everybody can be a YouTuber. That is true. Yeah, Beach Boy. BTO was a great band as well. Canada Rocks. Oh, man. Yeah, Bachman Turner Overdrive. Guess who? Yeah, and I was just telling Jen the other day about BTO. I saw them live just as they dropped their second album. They had just released it, and they were touring, and they came to Kitchener, Waterloo, Ontario. Our cities combined were 250,000 people, and they came to Wilfrid Laurier University, which was 3 blocks from my house, to play at in their auditorium, which was a gym. It was just a gym. It had a stage over there, and there were maybe 2,500 of us packed into this gym, and we were sitting on the floor, on the basketball floor, watching Suzi Quatro open for BTO. Whatever happened to Suzi Quatro? Watching Suzi, we thought Suzi Quatro was pretty good. She put on an incredible show, and we thought, man, BTO. I don't know if these guys can top that. Oh, they did. They topped it. Man, that house was rocking. They put on an encore and just blew the place away. And I'll tell you, within 24, 48 hours, there would have been 1,000 albums picked up by those kids. They all bought the second album, the first album, the second album, without question. Yeah, BTO was on fire at that point in time. Unbelievable. And of course, they ended up playing much bigger crowds over the years after that. Yo, Waverly, I bought calls instead of selling them. Fat fingers, god damn it. Where's my dialing one? CC, still love Nickelback. Saw them in Calgary last fall. Great show. Beach Boy, BTO. Isn't this the name of the new CDs or CDO on Wall Street? BTO. This player, totally understandable, but I'm somehow surprised how healthy you are. Either or you do have once a break, whether you had the flu or some kind of sickness. Probably California weather is helpful. I'm doing it. I'm okay. Brian, Bare Naked Lady is one of my favorite bands. Brian Adams is my favorite artist. Yay, Canada. Yeah, Brian Adams, huge star. Yeah, he was a mega breakout guy. Yeah, in Canada, we love rock and roll. We have a lot of bands that came out of here, a lot of artists that came out of here, for sure. And of course, we're heavily influenced by the music just south of the border. Toronto is 50 miles away from Buffalo. You get all the radio stations. At least in the old days, we listened to the radio stations from Chicago, Detroit, Buffalo, Cleveland. We got all the what was going on in music in the U.S. Canadian kids picked it up. Vancouver got Seattle's radio stations, and on it went. Of course, now it's all online, and so we're totally connected. Oh my, fun times, let me tell you. How are we doing on the thumbs up meters? Do you enjoy these stories? Do you enjoy these talking about the old days, or are you've had enough? 181 thumbs up meter. Thank you all for helping out with the thumbs ups. It's appreciated. Keep those coming in if you can. We're 19 away from the 200 mark. I thank you so very much for your support of this YouTube channel. You guys are great. Thank you. Keep them coming, guys. Love you for it. So let's see, 821 on SoFi. 821 on the old SoFi. What can I say? And we're just kind of working. We're just kind of working it. Okay. Wait, Brian. My mom saw Brian Adams at Dalhousie Bar in Halifax before he was big. Ticket was $3. I'm old enough now. I have old days to talk about too. Spire, we're getting more thumbs but less viewers since the last 30 minutes. Corinne, I love those stories. Yeah, we're phasing. We're slowly phasing out. I'm on the air now 2 hours, so coming to the end of the show. Thank you all so much today. As always, 824 in your SoFi now, up 16 cents, holding right in there. 14.83 on GameStop. It looks like $15 is around the corner. Maybe. Rocket Lab 431 up a penny. Hanging right in there. No problem. We've got AI up 237 to 29.21. That's a $24 stock this past Monday. Now 29.21. Giddy up. Apple up 43 cents. Enphase up $4. $121. AMD up 360. Adobe up 730. Netflix up 288, Nvidia up 1360 to $710, baby. Spire, in my case, by the way, thanks for being so much available at S&B, and Uncle Bruce, and have a great weekend, y'all. Thank you, my friend Spire. You have a great weekend in Deutschland. Out in Dortmund there. But Uncle Bruce, these stories keep me young. 60, 70, 80 music, just amazing. Brian, any news on GameStop? No news. No news. Just going higher. Maybe there's anticipation. Maybe the $1.2 billion is being put to work or about to be put to work, or something's brewing. I don't know. As soon as I know, you'll know. You tell me. I'm waiting. I can't wait, Brian. Mando Others, what do you think? Sell Rocket Lab $5.50 put for Jan 1725 for $1.80. What do you think about that kind of a price? I don't know what the market is, but it sounds pretty good. Parker Ivy sold Rocket Lab cover call for 4.5 strike for March 8th. I'll roll it if it wants to move that way. I'll take the premium, baby. Yeah, right on, man. Take this easy money, man. It's easy money. Absolutely. SoFi 824, GameStop 1486, and we got Rocket Lab at about 430 a share right now. There you go, kids. Take the moolah off the table from these gamblers, these cash secured put premiums. Easy money. 4.5s, 5s, 6s. Yeah, right, and enjoy. Let's get richer. Thank you all for being here all week long. Appreciate you so much. Thank you for the thumbs ups all week. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for becoming members of this channel, Gold Bagel members. Hearts out to all of you out there, from your buddy Uncle Bruce and Auntie Jen. We love you guys. Thank you for being part of our lives and helping this channel survive. 181 thumbs ups and counting. Thank you. 19 away. If the rerunners are out there, hit the thumbs up button and get us over 200. We love it. We just love that nice round number of 200 or more, and we thank you. Keep them coming in. Great stuff, everybody. What's this here? What am I seeing here? Juan, $8 cash you can put on SoFi for $223.24. Is that correct? February 23rd, 2024? I'd be writing 2025s, Jan 25s, but whatever. I'd be going with 25s. Beach Boy just bought back 100 AI 25 cash secured puts. Made $12,000. Rock and roll gamblers, 30,000 is in the future for many of you. Join this guy. Dean, enjoy your weekend, everybody. Alberto, Beachy, nice work, primo. July 2025s, baby, easy money. Octavio, neat. Mandu, a great weekend, everybody. Constantine, Uncle Bruce, I sold 10 AI 27 and a halves for $8.51. I rolled into $8.51. Wow. Every time the stock was going higher, I rolled. Thank you, Uncle Bruce. What? Rock and roll, baby. Those classes pay for themselves and more. One, thank you, Uncle B. Rock and roll, one. Way to go, pal. Making the money, baby. Taking the dough off the table, baby. I don't know if that was a hit or not, but, sounds like a hit from the 60s. $4.29 on Rocket Lab, $14.89 on your GameStop shares. 54-cent gain to this day. 1 million shares have now traded on the day. This week, the shares were as low as $13.42 at one point. They're now $14.89. So they've gained $1.50 or a little more in the last week. But we need a little more movement to get through the highest level of the last month. In the last 3 months, we've been as high as $18.37, so we know what we need there. And in the last 6 months, back in August, we were at $20. So giddy up, GameStop. Let's get with the program and run this puppy. SoFi now volume is 13.6 million on the day on SoFi. 13.6 million traded on SoFi, up 16 cents on the session. Rocket Lab volume is now at 429, 430, 1.98 million, almost 2 million volume on Rocket Lab again today. All right, guys, there's the story. AI volume today, 7 million, and we're up to 29.05. Giddy up, guys, making money on these stocks every single time. You gotta love it. Keep up the good work, everybody. I love how this works. Okay, guys. Beach Boy, thank you, Alberto. Never miss with the birdie people. There you go. Giddy up, all. Get richer, kids. You need the money. Okay, everybody. Have a great weekend. If I don't talk to you later, you never know when a video comes up, though. So keep an eye on my alerts. Thank you for joining in. I'll see you Monday, first thing. Let's make the dinero even into next week and just let's get you richer. Okay. I love this. Zed, I have 30 GameStops with a strike of 15 sold for $2. Do we roll or do we wait? Can you roll? Is there an opportunity to roll to a better price? You know how to do this now, my friend. Spire, almost 15 on Rocket Lab. No, on GameStop, actually. Spire, on GameStop. Yes, sir. Almost on GameStop. Yeah. Okay. It can happen and more. All right. Have a great one, everybody. Thanks for your support. It's Bruce and Jen from Palm Desert saying, take care, everybody. Give someone you love a longer hug than usual. You never know when it's the last time. We'll see you on Monday. And thank you, everybody. Larry, have a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy that warm weather. If you're getting any like we are, giddy up. Yeah, it's getting better here all the time. See you later, guys. Bye for now.